On today's vlog, the first part of today's vlog is on my family channel. I didn't record any of my workout. However, on the first part you will see where I cut my workout short. I went to the waterfront to watch some they had military jets flying over the Hudson River. And I sort of went back to 2012, show some of the pictures that I took with my youngest when the space shuttle was being brought over to across the river. So I talk about that, and then I sort of cut part of the nutrition part on my family channel, and I told them to come here to see the rest of the video. So here is the rest of the video. I'll link each videos with each other. That way you guys, if you care to see, you could go and check what I was talking about. So enjoy the video. Please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. Thanks for watching. I just came from the gym. I'm a little bit exhausted. So what I'm preparing here, which I started making video on my cell phone, so I'm going to stop it to use this one, is that I started prepare some of my meal for my post-workout. This is some leftover salad that I have, but I'm not going to use it. I'm going to use, where's the salad I got yesterday from this is a salad I got from Subway. I bought sandwich for my kids, and they don't like to have all those vegetables in their sandwiches. So I asked the clerk if she could put it in a container for me. I wasn't expecting that much, and she gave me this. So I'm gonna eat that with quinoa and ground meat. But I wanna eat some yoca. This is really good. I'll look for the amount of fibers and stuff and nutritional value this has. I don't think I'm really eating it for that, although it's partial, but I like it when it's boiled. So I'm gonna boil it. However, I'm gonna peel it because the skin has an oily kind of thing on it, and when I put it on the stove to boil, it usually leave like a really thick muggy kind of thing to clean. It's difficult to clean. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna peel it first. I'm gonna do that in the sink. I'll show you after I finish peel it. And also I'm gonna have some bananas with it. That's green banana, not yellow banana. I only bought 5. I didn't want a lot. So I'm probably gonna boil all of it, but when I need it, I'll just warm it up a little to eat it. But I'm not gonna eat all 5. Maybe I'll eat 2 bananas, some of the yoca with quinoa. I have to make sure to eat the avocado. Last time I forgot to open it, to use it, and some quinoa and ground meat. So pretty much my lunch is halfway ready, except for these 2 I need to boil. So let me do that. To save time while I'm peeling these, there's a video I was gonna make that's completely separate from today's vlog. Is that while I was at the gym, there's a lady that I saw doing her exercise, and you could tell that she hasn't been working out. She's doing her thing on her own. I didn't disturb her, but you could see she's trying, right? So some of the things that she's doing, she could pretty much hurt herself. It's not like I know everything, but the idea to do this video came in mind as I was watching her, because now I want to share with you more about myself than just mommy stuff. So my principle when it comes to exercise is that if you cannot do it without any weight, if you cannot do body weight movement like regular squats without having a barbell on your back or a dumbbell or something like that, if you cannot do a regular squat like this with nothing like this regularly, there's no reason for you to add any weight on your shoulders. So the lady was actually, it seemed like she was killing herself, and she went slightly a little bit heavy. So I mind my own business. Sometimes I get involved, and then after a while after I, go and tell my point of view, and I feel bad about it because I felt like it's not my business, and I'm not a trainer for me to go and tell people what to do. So I just mind my own business. So here's my point when it comes to fitness. I have a lot of videos on that on my fitness channel. Is again, if you cannot do it, any movement that you can do, you see people doing in the gym with weights, if you cannot do it on your own without any load, don't do it. So when I just decided to lose my pregnancy weight, the first thing that I did when I went to the gym, I use only machines. I have a video, I remember very clearly I did that video where I talk about how I progressed myself into the gym, because it had been a long time since I've been to the gym, so I didn't want to jump in and do heavy stuff when I haven't done it in a while. So I had to retrain my body to start from scratch, to get used to it's like trying to remind my body how some of the movement used to be. So what I did is that I did full body every single day, but with machines. They have machines for every movement, for every muscles of your body, and every gym, pretty much. I would say maybe not CrossFit gyms, but commercial gyms and stuff like that. They have machines for all of your muscle group. So yeah, I usually did, I will start around with whatever machine that was there. Maybe I'll start with chest. I'll do 2 sets or 3 sets of 10, and then move to the next machine and do 3 sets of 10. I was not killing myself to do any of those movements. I went at my own pace, and as my cardio increased, my rest time was shorter and stuff like that. So I don't really like to do cardio where I'm running on a treadmill. Very rarely I do that, but I use my rest time, very short rest time, as a form of cardio, and it works. And then walk around the gym. I'll put the link of that particular video, if I remember to do that, in the description for you to look at and what I talk about. So there's no reason for me to make this video that long for repeating the same thing. So yeah, and another thing that I did is that, which I believe I have a video of that too, is when I decided to really focus on my fitness, I went online and print out how do you call this? Anatomy, a muscle kind of picture. I have it here. I probably will take a picture of it on my cell phone, show you, of the human muscle body, where the muscle is located and where the attachments are. The reason I did that is I didn't want to go to the gym to waste my time. If, for instance, I'm going to the gym to do chest or something like that, I wanted to see how the chest muscle is attached to my arm and things like that. What movement I can do to help me stretch the muscle and contract it. That's pretty much what the exercise is, or when you're trying to build up your muscle, is stretch it and contract it. So knowing the insertion points of the muscle and where they attach to the bones and joint and things like that, it really helps a lot, which will help you see what movement you can do to pretty much stretch it. So that particular, it wasn't the best, I guess the best picture that I came across online. It was a long time, so I don't think a lot of people were posting things like that, but I grabbed the best one that I came across with, and I used that particular picture just to help me when I need to see where the muscles. Okay, now that I finished peel the Yoca, there's the I could just show you guys my face. So what was I saying? The insertion point of the muscles. I have a picture just to remind myself, what movement can I do to stretch the chest muscle. If I do this, how will I, how far I could stretch it, and things like that. So your shoulder joint is a ball and socket joint, where it pretty much can move 360 degrees. But if you never done certain movement, don't go in the gym for the first time and do some crazy movement where you could dislocate it. So if, for instance, the first time you go to the gym, you're trying to, rotate your shoulder, whatever it may be, you start again, if you cannot do it, if you cannot do the movement with your arm like this, there's no reason for you to add weight. So let's say you want to be able to extend your arm like this and bring it back, and you cannot go this far. Guess what? I mean, obviously you must speak to a doctor. A doctor should guide you and things like that, and the trainer will guide you to all of those things. But if you're trying to do it on your own, don't think the first time you go to the gym you're gonna be able to extend your arm. That's just an example, right? So today, let's say you can only do this. So make sure every day you push yourself to go slightly further. And again, I have a series of videos where I did for my aunt. Now I think she's in a wheelchair. I haven't seen her a while, but the time that I did those videos was she was walking like this, right? And then I did those videos to sort of help her, and I told my cousin to tell my aunt to look at those videos, some movement she can do at home to help her. Now I don't think she ever watched it, because now I believe she's in a wheelchair. So when you see your body start crumbling like this, mentally try to bring it back. I have sciatica, my lower back. Believe me, if I did not push myself to do certain things, I will literally be like this, because as I'm doing this right now, that's what's comfortable to me for my back not to hurt. So if I let that comfortableness remain in that position, that's where it's gonna be. But I know I want to be able to stand up right, so I push myself to be able to stand up straight and align myself and things like that. Plus, as I mentioned, alignment, another thing that you need to keep in mind when you're doing your movement, exercise movement, whether it's body weight or with load or weight, your body should always be at a neutral position. Okay, neutral position meaning you stand up straight. Not one side is like this, not like this, not like that. Straight and aligned. So when you're doing your exercises, no matter what exercise, all of it, you need to keep your body at a aligned, neutral position. So if you're doing you're standing up to do some bicep curls, keep your body aligned and you do your bicep curls. You want the muscles that you're trying to target to do the work. Even trainers, I've seen them doing this, but who am I to go and tell them you're doing it wrong? They do their thing, but some people, however, they know how to, how will I say that, lock their body. Let's say if they want to stay like that, and they target not only the bicep but some other part of the muscle, they know how to eliminate other muscle group from doing the exercise. So the goal of the exercise is to make the muscle that you're trying to target to do the work. Don't recruit, don't bring in other muscle group to do the work. So once you align your body, you stand up straight, it's neutral position. Your core, you keep it tight, where when somebody's gonna punch you, you know how to brace yourself. That's those muscles you wanna really incorporate to locking your core. Okay, you lock your core, you bring it in and you tighten it, and then you have to learn to breathe while the abdominal, the core. Let me bring this slightly down so you can see what I'm talking about. I want this video to be slightly short, but it's already 12 minutes. So when you lock your body, okay, this is relax mode. Okay, see, it's flimsy. Now, if I lack it, okay, you brace yourself, okay? It's tight. That's how you can see some of the abs or whatever when it's locked. And you need to be able to breathe when it's locked like this. You lock your core, right? And then let's say if you're doing, I'm relaxed now. Let's say you're gonna do bicep curls. Lock the core. You breathe in. There, it's locked. Okay, I'm still breathing as my core is tight. And you stand up straight. It's a line. And then you do your bicep curls. Okay, don't go like this. Now you're involving your glutes, your butt, your abdominal. Now, you know, when you're doing this, your abdominal is involved, and a whole bunch of other muscles is involved, but the muscle that you're trying to, is just doing the movement. It's no longer doing the work where you're trying to build it up. You want to improve, make, you know, have big biceps or something like that. So if you lock your core, you make the muscle that's gonna do the work, you should see improvement really quickly. Because a lot of people, they get upset when they realize that you know, certain muscles are not I guess how will I say that, certain muscles are not being recruited or not developed. That's the word, or not developing. It's because they, you know, involve a whole bunch of other muscles when they thinking they're doing the bicep curls or whatever muscle group that they're trying to develop. They get other muscles involved to do the work. So another thing I want to say about you know, this fitness kind of thing, know your own strength. Do not be intimidated when you go to the gym. You see people doing some crazy stuff. You could see someone who's completely out of shape who can do some better things than you do, right? They might be out of shape, but they've been doing it for a very long time. Maybe their body, you know, is not. They're probably doing some sort of a diet that, you know, they are allergic to. Their body is not responding properly to it, but they are fit. Their joint is lubricated. Their joint can do the movement. So if you're a newbie, even though you look much in shape than someone who's out of shape, who's doing some crazy stuff at the gym, don't go and do what they're doing. Be at your own pace. Know your own body, what you're capable of doing, because if you injure yourself, that will be it. You will not be going to the gym anymore to do anything. So, and always try to protect your spinal cord. Okay, that's when you locking yourself, bracing yourself. All these muscles around your spine and your core is tight. You lock them so they don't twitch or move in a funny way where it's gonna mess you up. So yeah, if you see someone who's doing some crazy stuff at the gym, don't go and try to do it. You could make it as a goal for you, for yourself, to eventually to be able to do that. So you will have to start from scratch, from the basic, see how the movement is performed, what muscle group in your body that needs to develop, what joint that needs to be able to function to be able to perform those movements. So don't go from 0 to 10. Okay, 0 meaning that you never done anything, and 10 is where you pretty much have been doing it for years. So for instance, for me, since my sciatica, there's a lot of exercises I've eliminated in my routine. I don't do deadlift. Anything that will, any weight that's gonna be on my spine, I eliminate. I used to do squats with barbell on my shoulders. You know, I've eliminated that. Why? Because of my sciatica, and I know where the problem started. It's from my lower back. It's, I guess, is accumulation of stuff that I've been doing since I was in, I guess, kid to college. You know, I was an athlete, so it's accumulation of stuff that eventually, you know, gave in, where my is not C, whatever, my lumbar is up here, whatever, C4 or C5 or something like that, that's messed up. I have a video that explains my sciatica. If I remember, damn, a lot of videos I need to search to put in the description. But again, it's better to go on my fitness channel to see some of the things that I'm talking about. I'm not an expert, but I share a lot of things that I feel like that works for me. So this is probably gonna be, oh, my thing is cooking, another vid. Maybe I'll leave it in here. But the thing is that since I came back from camping with the family, I know I've mentioned a couple of videos, because I've been tracking my weight for 2 weeks now since I came back. So this morning I weigh myself, I am 134.4. so what I've done, I will do a video only focusing on my nutrition for those 2 weeks and how I eat. I still eat what I like. I control my portion. I don't starve myself. And when I know I'm gonna be overboard, I stop. For instance, the other day something happened. It was not in my plan to eat it, but I saw it and I wanted to eat it, and it boosts my my weight automatically. It's banana cake that my brother-in-law sent with the kids for them, leftovers, and they sent it, and I took a little cube of it, and if I knew I was gonna eat it, the ice cream that I ate maybe an hour before, I will not eat the ice cream. So that's how you sort of juggle your nutrition. There's no nutritional value in eating ice cream. It's just a treat for myself. I wanted to eat it, I ate it. Then I saw the banana cake, which was not in my state of mind for the day to eat it. When I opened the kids' bag, I saw it. I was like, oh, let me take a little bit. And that with the ice cream sort of boosts my my weight slightly. I wasn't upset about it. I just didn't eat too much of it. I saw it, I ate it, my weight is going down, and I don't try to kill myself for things that I should, whatever. It's just me who wants to lower my weight. It's not a big deal. And one thing I know is that whenever I say I'm gonna be on a diet, I try not to use the word diet when I'm trying to diet. Why? For some reason, I've done it like 4 or 5 times. I tell myself I'm gonna be on a diet, and I ended up eating much more. It's like the diet is a trigger to, it's like it's a disease or something like that. So I never use the word diet when I'm trying to lower my weight. I just try to control my portion and what I eat and how I eat it and when I eat it. Certain food affect my body than others. If I eat let's say oatmeal or something like that, although it gives me energy, it's a form of carb, it's something I should be eating when I go to before I go to the gym, but I get bloated when I eat it. So you have to watch how certain food affect your body. It either doesn't go with you, or you're allergic to it, or it makes you feel certain way. So if you're doing something, let's say you're gonna go to a party or something, you're gonna be at a social place, something that you eat that you know is gonna give you diarrhea, obviously you know you're not gonna eat it. So, and if you know, again, you're gonna be at a social event, something that's gonna make your stomach big, feel bloated, you don't eat it. So if I'm going to a party or something tonight, there's no way today I'm gonna eat the oatmeal. So you know, it's things like that you need to keep in mind. Pay attention when you eat something, how it affects you, and how it makes you feel. So you have to know the type of food. I think they got term something effect about food. I forgot the term they use, but it's something you need to pay attention to when you're trying to stay healthy, to stay fit, and things like that. I know I'm allergic to a lot of food, like even chocolate. People say chocolate doesn't give pimples, but either the sugar in it, whatever it is, it makes me break out. But sometimes when I don't care, I eat the damn thing, but as long as it hasn't killed me yet, so I don't think it's gonna kill me. It's just it affects my face. So things like that you need to pay attention to and control your portion and know how it affects you and things like that. So that's it. I'll take a picture of my meal, and yeah, thanks for watching. Again, please don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. For today's video, I will be vlogging for today, August 22nd. Today's 22nd. My kids went to the office with my husband. That's why I was able to go to the gym at the time that I went. Otherwise, I would have gone like 5 o'clock or something like that. So yeah, I'm gonna put the banana now in the water. It's almost done. Yeah, so don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. I really want to improve, have some more subscribers. I need to do more stuff with my channel. So when I boil the green bananas, okay, even this, so I'm probably gonna wait until the Yoca is done to put the banana by itself, and the banana is gonna be cooked really quick too. Come on, keep on falling. So I'm scoring it a little bit, so when it boils, it's easy to peel. See it? It's cooked already. I'm not gonna eat all, because I'm gonna be eating with a combination of other stuff. And the thing is that I don't like my stuff to be cooked too much, where it gets soft and I get really disgusted by it. So that's that, and I will show you my meal when I'm eating. I'll probably take a picture. So that's it. And another thing I wanted to mention about my sciatica situation is that due to my lower back issue, there's only one muscle group in my body that I could, but I try not to force it, that is not very well developed. That's my butt. I used to work it out. I used to do a lot of kickbacks and things that really involve my lower back. I don't do them no more. So you have to see, which one do you prefer? Do you prefer being able to walk or looking good? I prefer to walk. So even though if my glutes, my butt is not as well developed as I would like it to be to match my rest of the body, I prefer to be able to walk. So I don't do as much exercises that will help develop my glutes, because it involves those spinal cord area. I forgot which level, I think C4 and C5 or something like that, that are, what was it? The doctor told me, I forgot the term of it. It's where the cushion between the spinal, the vertebrae, the cushions between the vertebrae have sort of deteriorated, and now the the bones, the vertebrae are trying to build up. So now what's happening with my lower back is that the bones, you know how your vertebrae is, it has a little series of bones connecting to each other. So the cushion between each of the cushion between each bone is gone. It's gone. So what's happening is that instead of having the cushion now, the bones are, I guess, how is it? Touching each other. So it usually, what triggered that sciatica is that it triggered the nerve. So the nerve that connect that particular vertebrae runs from my, whatever the insertion point, I don't know. Okay, I'm just giving you the idea where the bones are friction or touching each other. It touched it touched the nerve that runs from that area to my leg. So it messed it up. So what I've done is that to prevent from having that friction between these bones, I eliminate certain exercises that incorporate movement that will trigger these exercises. However, occasionally depending on how I feel at the gym, you know, I try to move the hip muscle so it doesn't lock in, because I still want my hip to be able to move. I need to be able to do things like this. Okay, your hip can move side to side and, you know, front to back to at a certain level. So yeah, just because you want your body to look certain way, you don't risk your life to make that body look good. At least that's me. I will not risk being able to walk just to make one muscle group to look good. So it doesn't make sense for me. So whenever, depending on how I feel at the gym, I will do certain movement to target it. Unlike before, I will have days where I focus on my glutes only. I will have days where I focus on chest only. I will have days where I focus on back, legs, or something like that. But glutes, and as a matter of fact, when you see me doing my leg exercises, which I had recorded prior before when I'm doing the leg press, you see my back is up against the rest pad. It's not being on the seated pad, because the gap between the back pad and the seating pad, there's a gap there, and that's where my lower back will be against. So to prevent when I'm pushing and then the pad is touching my lower back to trigger some pain or something like that, I just move myself up and then be able to sit comfortably and do the movement properly. So if I wasn't able to move adjust the seat and things like that, I will not be doing it. And a lot of other exercise that I've incorporated is the squat machine, where my back is against the pad. It's not straight on my my spine. So these are the things you need to consider when you're trying to stay fit, but at the same time, don't risk your life. So yeah, I wanted to include that. It seems like I'm gonna have a 30-minute videos on something so simple. Alright, thanks for watching. Again, please subscribe. I really need subscribers, and if you have any question, my perspective, not as a professional in the field, my perspective and certain things, I'll be more than happy to share with you and use your own judgment to do it. But do not take my word for it. Know your own strength, your own capability, how much you could do, and stuff like that. So I'm sharing these things with you just to show you guys a different perspective of me, because I've been only showing things about my kids, you know, me doing work with them and stuff like that. So yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching.